Hey everyone, this is your buddy Cybertron. This is it, guys, the last figure we're gonna see from the Earthrise line. I've been hesitant on this figure for a while. I've had it. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet because it kind of represents the ending of such a great and fantastic line that we've actually had. And as a Transformers fan for so many years, I'm very grateful. Earthrise has given us so much good figures, and it's sad to say that, you know, the G1 era is kind of just fading in. We're getting the Studio 86 figures, which I've already got a few of them. I'm going to be doing reviews on those soon, guys. But this right here is a Target exclusive, the last of the Coneheads. Like I said, if you've seen any of my previous reviews before, you'll notice that freaking Amazon deaded me out from the Conehead set that came out with Dirge and Ramjet, which I was excited to get, and then they canceled it on me. But here I am, doing the review on the final Conehead, which is this beautiful guy. So if you're new to my channel, thank you guys for clicking on my video. I really appreciate it, and I'd appreciate it a little bit more if you guys hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, again, hit the subscribe button. I post videos like this all the time, and if you enjoy Transformers and nostalgia stuff, you're gonna love it. So let's take a look at the figure now. Here he is, beautifully displayed on this iconic packaging, which I'm kind of sad that it's leaving. Beautiful display, very durable. There's a look at the front there. At the bottom, we have this little wording right here that says Cybertronian villains. On the top there, we notice the Decepticon logo. Notice Galvatron floating in space. And on the side here, we got this beautiful artwork of Thrust flying through, shooting down. And on the back there we have the other two Coneheads, which is Dirge and Ramjet, which, like I said before, thank you Amazon for screwing me on that one. On the other side, we got that beautiful artwork. And on the back here, we got the promo shots of Thrust in his robot mode. And there he is in his jet mode. So let's take this bad boy out, take a look at it. This is so sad, guys. I'm doing this for the last time on an Earthrise figure, but I might redo some other figures. So there's a look at the figure in the front of the packaging. There he is on the clear bubble. On the top, we do have that translucent red plastic. There's a look at the front of it, the side, and the back. Let's take a look now at the back of the inside packaging to see what part of the planetary map that we got. So when I look here, it says 0. So we're getting nothing, 0, zilch. There's no other indication of another part there. So there it is. And if we notice on the top right here, we notice that we do have that like mercenary symbol that we saw in the show. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that before. So there's a look at that. And as usual, let's take a look at the inside pamphlet. So pretty much going to be the same thing as, I'm assuming, Starscream and the other Seekers. So there's a look at the front of it and the back. All right, so here's a look at the figure now outside of the packaging. And I gotta say, man, he looks really good. Love the colors. I love red and black and the gold and the yellow. Just looks so beautiful. And he does look pretty much like he did in the G1 cartoon. Certain colored things that I might correct later on. But there's a look at him in the front. And I thought he was gonna look a little bit more clunkier, but he looks really sleek now that I got him out. There's a look at the front of him, on the side, and on the back. Let's take a closer look now, see how he is. So if we notice the head mold there, we notice we do have that iconic bullet head right there. It has the black paint on the top of the head, on the face there. I love this, the head mold. I think it looks great. He has this really weird grimace, and his eyes are painted this yellow. His face looks really good as a gunmetal gray. Awesome looking, perfect. It looks like everything else pretty much on the chest area is just retooling of the Starscream and the other Seekers, which the original G1 figure was. On the top here, we got some nice painted detail, some gold and red on that triangle piece, which looks awesome. That looks all like molded plastic. On the chest area here where we have the vents, that's looking really good. We notice on black, you could notice a little bit more of the detail. Now this part looks like it's actually red molded plastic, but on top of it, it's painted. So on my top section here, you can notice that there is some fading paint, and through it, you can see the red underneath it. Doesn't take much off it, and if you want to correct that, I could just put some black gloss paint and it'll look just fine. On the bottom section here, that looks really good. I noticed all this little nice detail. looking really nice. On this section here on the crotch area, that's actually molded red plastic. Now, from what I remember, I believe that he had this painted black. So I'm probably gonna paint him black here. On the arms there, they're looking really good. And we noticed there, that's red. This bottom part here is like a matte plastic. And I think that, yeah, this is all molded plastic, but this doesn't have any shininess to it. It kind of looks really cool. On the side there, we've got the arm cannons, which look really good in black. On the legs here, if we notice the legs, these are actually these panels right here on the front. We notice we do have this purple paint with the white on the side right here. That looks really great. This is actually, I think, different from the other Seekers. So I'm gonna have the other Seekers on here so we could just compare it. But there's a look at the front there of the legs. That looks really good. We notice that we do have these two parts right here on the legs. Very reminiscent to the original G1 figure. On the sides here, if we notice the wings there, we are getting the new wings, which have this little fan part there, which look really, really nice. We notice that looks good, and it can actually fold forward and back like that. And there's a look at him on the back. Now, this is what has me kind of messed up, because I kind of thought they were going to use the head somehow in a different way, but when I look at the back here, he's got a completely different nose cone. So if you remember from the G1 figures, their heads were the same heads as Starscream and all the others. The thing that made them different is they were stylized in the cartoon with the cones being up, as opposed to them being folded backwards, like the other Starscream. So that's pretty much the colors, the new accessories for the wings is what set them apart. But they were pretty much the same figure with new wings. But in this case, we have the actual thrust figure with the cone, and on top of that, we got another cone right here for the airplane mode, which kind of looks weird. I kind of was hoping that we were gonna get the black nose cone, but we didn't. So there's a look at it there. Overall, I think it looks great. Very faithful to the original G1 toy and the card character. All right, so let's go over the articulation now. The head can tilt forward and back. It's on a pretty nice ball joint there, but you don't really get much range. That's pretty much it as far as tilt goes. We can rotate the head 360 degrees. Really tight joint there. The arms can go out and in 90 degrees. Can rotate 360 degrees around, and once you rotate the wing on the back there, we can actually rotate that. The part right here on the bicep can swivel 360 degrees. He's got that 90-degree bend right there at the elbow. The hand can tilt a little bit due to the transformation. It can't rotate, unfortunately. Very similar to the Starscream and other Seeker figures. He has no waist articulation, unfortunately. One of the best things that was about the Siege version, but we don't get it now. The legs can go forward and back that much. If we take this part and go like that, we can actually bend it almost 90 degrees. We do have the thigh swivel joint right there, as we see, which can rotate all around, almost all around. And see if we can do it. Yep, we can rotate it all around. All right, on the knee there, we do have that joint, which can bend a little bit over 90 degrees. On the leg there, can't really move anything on the bottom, and we do have that foot tilt right there. So overall, same articulation as the other Seekers have, which isn't so bad, but not as good as the Siege figures. So here is Thrust now with his Seeker companions. We're going to take a look at him and compare him with the other Seekers. Now, these are the Seekers I got. Fortunately, like I said, freaking the scalpers won this time with the Seeker 2-pack, and they seem to have them all, and they're scalping. I'm not getting them from you scalpers, so better luck next time. So when we look at this, the heads there, we notice the heads are different. It looks like this part is the same. The center sections look the same. On the legs there, I was correct. These parts right here are new. On the side there, yeah, this looks the same. Yeah, that looks the same. And the lower part of the leg here does look different. I'm not sure if you can actually bend that a different way, but we're gonna find out when I do the transformation. But there's a look at them on the front and on the side. And happy that I did get this figure. He was a Target exclusive, so some people don't even have Targets by them, and I feel bad because they got duped on this one, because now the scalpers went crazy on this and they're selling it for more money. I'm not getting them from scalpers, so forget about that. But I'm glad because guess what? Thrust is my favorite out of the cone heads. I really do love Ramjet though, and I really wanted Ramjet, but I'm glad I got him anyway. Now I can actually recreate the scene where in the movie where Optimus Prime ends up crashing him. We see him in the reflection of the truck and he goes flying. So really happy about that. So overall his robot mode is awesome. Okay, so now onto the transformation. Should be the same way that the other Seekers transform. So start off by taking off the guns. Next what I will do is I'll take the hands and I'll pop this section open like that. Kind of just fold this part in, and as we're doing that, what I like to do is just take the hands, tilt them like that, and try to get this peg section, which you can't really see. You have to get that to go through that hole, so you kind of just gotta like play with it till it goes into that spot like so, and then just flap this section down like that. So once we got that like that, we can just put it to the side, repeat the same thing on the other side. So what you want to do again, fold that open like that, get this hand, fold it like that, and try to get this little tab inside that hole. So you just gotta just like fold it in like that, and then just close that whole section up. We'll do it like that. And this is my first time transforming this figure, so I'm doing it right in front of you live. And next what I'll do is I'll take the chest part area here and this top section, and hopefully, yep, you wanna rotate that down 90 degrees. And what I'll do next is I'll take this section out and just unfold it. Boom. So we'll take it out of that section, and what you want to do next is just take this part right here. We're going to actually fold that right around the head, assuming it does the same thing like the other figures. Actually, let me just rotate his head down that way, and yeah, it should just go like Starscream and the others. So yes, so we take that part of the cone and just fold it in. It's kind of harder because of the nose cone that's kind of blocking you this time. We take that and just kind of just see if we can get it in, and hopefully it'll click in. Yep, there we go. So now that we have that like that, we can actually rotate it around and lock it up in this back section here. Boom. And what we want to go back and do is take this arm section, fold them both in 90 degrees. They're going to stay right there, pretty much close to each other. And then we could just take the chest area, move that back to where it was, and that locks really nicely as you just saw. And what I'm going to be doing next are the legs. So what I like to do is I like to take this part right here, open that up, and then I just put the legs together right there on the center. So I kind of like to do it in one motion. So if you notice it there, we got it like that. Next what I'll do is take this part right here, and I'll just kind of just fold this in like so. And then when we look at the other side, there's just two tabs right there that just lock right in. So this one's transforming pretty daggone good, and I'm happy about that. Next up, I'll take these parts right here, which were the lower part of the legs, fold them back in, I'm assuming. Oh, actually you can't, so don't do that. So we're gonna actually fold that back in and lock that in like that. So that's actually new about the transformation. So yeah, because there's no way I could see about putting them in like that, which kind of doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna fold that down, flap it in like that. What we're gonna do now is on the lower part here, we'll take the feet, fold them down 90 degrees. On the back part, we'll take the two heels, fold them back like that, and bam. Finally, what we're gonna do is fold the wings in the sections that they go in. Boom, like that. Same thing, like that. So really awesome, pretty simple transformation, and I like it. So next what we could do finally is take the guns. We can actually put them right here on this section, but what I like to do is put them right on the side here of this peg, and it kind of gives it more of a flush look. I know with Starscream we like to put it on the wings, but I like to put it his right there, so kind of nice and snug and looks sleek. So there it is. Alright guys, so here it is in the vehicle mode, so the jet mode, and it's looking really good. I mean, there's certain subtle things that kind of look a little bit off about it, which I'll get into, but there's a look at it on the top. And I gotta say that I love the coloring. Red and black always go good together. So there's a look at it there. We notice the back part area looking really smooth and sleek. Very similar to the other Seeker figures. I like these little wings right here. There's a look at all the detail that's on them. There's a look at the side there. We noticed that on the other side, we actually had some Decepticon insignia right there, which we could see in the robot mode, which they look really good. These wings here, which really look good. They got these nice sections right here, which look pretty much exactly like the G1 figure, just a better stylized version. There's a look at the wings right there. We notice we do have 2 more Decepticon logos on the top. The impellers here look fantastic. They're painted with this gunmetal gray, which looks so nice. Love it. Nice detail all around on the top. And there's a look at it on the bottom. On the bottom, we do have the 5mm peg holes, which look good. There's a look at all the details on the wings. There's a look now at the bottom. Yeah, with these kind of colors, kind of the kibble is just like all spread around, so you kind of look at it and you just see a bunch of stuff going on the bottom, but it really does look sleek. But we have all this beautiful detail, which I just loved about the Seekers, and I kind of notice it a little bit better now. So there's a look at the bottom. Again, we got this parts the same as Starscream, but painted a little bit differently. This back section actually looks painted black, like I said earlier. This is black paint over red molded plastic, I believe. Or vice versa. So yeah, I think this is actually this is actually molded black plastic. This is actually red paint on this section is right here. When we get to the nose here, we notice that beautiful yellow cockpit, and if we notice on the inside, we got a little seat right there, which looks really cool. And we got like some kind of little panel right there on the front, which looks really good. And I do like all this. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, we don't have a black nose cone, which I'm probably going to take black paint and just paint it all around just to give them that G1 look. So overall, the plane mode is just beautiful. Certain things I have issues with, like if you look at the panels right here on the wing, mines are kind of like separated, and this is the issue that has gone back with the original Earthrise figures, is that the wings just come right off. The wings don't come off in mine, and I'm so grateful that I think they fixed that. But if you noticed, on the Earthrise figures, these wings just pop off, but mine's, look, I'm pulling them with force and they're not coming off. So that's beautiful. It just looks a little weird because we got some kind of gapping issues. Yeah, but overall it looks really great. Looks sleek and beautiful. I love the way it looks. Really happy with it. So there it is, looking really sweet. So there's my unboxing and review on the Earthrise Trust figure. Overall, a really nice figure, and you're definitely gonna have to get this one. Till next time, this is Chukatron signing out, saying peace, love, harmony, and God bless. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you'll enjoy another one. Hit the subscribe and notification bell for more Chukatron content.